Class 8, we are in the path of our short in the dark story, and we just reached the conversation and the misconception that has been in the mind of Philip Slatapai with Bertie, our young man. Philip Slatapai is going to meet Solpan Jacko in the train. He met a young man called Bertie, and he introduced himself as a Bertie, and he said that he is a young second son of Solpan Jacko. But this Slatapai is not going to believe these stories that has been told by the young man called Bertie, because he believes that this man is trying to cheat him in order to get money from Latapai. So he just asks two questions like what is the crust that has been used by your family. Then the young man said that we are using grey mount and demi lion. Then the Philip Latapai said that no, you are having only demi greyhound crust only, because I used to get letters from your mother. It was in the letterhead was in greyhound. Then he asked about his appearance of his mother. Then the young man said that she's having a blonde hair. And then he said that Phyllis said that you are again lying because she's having a dark brown hair. Okay, now we'll see what happened to them. So he just dropped, he just without giving any money, he asked him to quit from the train, and he just dropped, come down. When the station reached, Bertie just boarded in the station and the train move on. And in the another station, that is Bill Manor, he also stepped out of the station, and where he met and the lawyer, that is Cloud people, and they both are having a very friendly conversation. They are going in the car. Still now we reached. Okay, the car which won the Cloud people's approval was a sumptuous looking vehicle which seemed to be embodied the last word in elegance, comfort, locomotive power. Its graceful lines and symmetrical designs masked the fact that it was the enormous wheel structure combining the features of a hotel lounge and engine room. So they are being provided by the Solpan Jacko's residents. It is a very luxurious car. The Cloud people here is the companion or the lawyer of Solpan Jacko. So he's just come to the station in order to welcome and in order to take Philip Slatapai to the residence of Brill Manor, that is Solpan Jacko's home. So in the car that has been sent by the Solpan Jacko's, very luxurious, sumptuous looking means very expensive looking, and it is having a high-end features of latest design, and it is like they feels like they are in a very 5-star hotel lounge, and it's a very comfortable car, different sort of vehicle to the horse-drawn carriage in which our grandfather used to travel. So he is the lawyer. The Cloud people is just asking to the Slatapai, this is a very grander car that we used to have seen that in old days, in our childhood days, our grandfathers used to have like a horse-drawn carriage. It is like similar to that. We feels like we are sitting inside the carriage of horse-drawn, isn't it? Slatabai benefits, he began running over the chief points of perfection, the fitting and mechanism. So he's just noticing the chief points and engine mechanism, everything in that luxurious car. So these are the people, and they are moving in the car. Slatapai heard not a single word noted down for none of the details that were being expounded him. So he was not just having a keen observation with what all things that is lawyer, that is Cloud people is just having with him, because he's just he got his eyes are just stuck into one attention. What is that attention? Now we'll see. His eyes are fixed on the door panel on which were the displayed two crusts, a running greyhound and a demi lion holding its paw on the crosslet. Here come the twist of the story. So he just saw two crusts on the door panel, that is demi lion and greyhound, and that's all. Bertie said that young man said that we are supposed to use both the crest like demi lion and greyhound, because after all we all Solpan family. That this at that time Phyllis Satabai was not ready to believe the young man. Now he came to know that the young man was not lying. He was not a misleading person. He was telling the truth. Cloud people was not sort of the man to notice an absurd silence on the part of a companion. He had been silent himself for nearly an hour in the train, and his tongue was making up for the lost time. So here we will actually having a very bit character of Cloud People, that he was not a silent person, he was a very talkative person, and he had been the silence throughout the train for an hour ago, for an hour, so he was not able to hold his tongue again. So he was having a very keen and a very serious conversation with Philip Slatapai, but Slatapai was not having a keen observation with the lawyer, because his eyes got struck into the by seeing the crust, by seeing that picture of that crust, that is greyhound and demi-lion. He was just astonished, he was just surprised, and was just looking into the crust. Political gossips, personal anecdote, and a general observation flowed from him in an uninterrupted stream as the car speed along the countryside. So they're having all stuff, sort of stuffs like politicals, what all things that we can discuss under the earth. Philip Slatapai, this Cloud People is having a conversation with Slatapai. Anecdote means all kind of stuffs, then what all story, observation, what all things. He's just having all kind of sort of like conversation with Slatapai. And the car is just moving on. Just a car turned at the Brill entrance gates. Cloud People captured Slatapai attention by switching their remarks to the personality. But when the car reached the Brill Manor residence, he just made a conversation with Slatapai that like our hostess here means Saul Penchaco. He gave an introduction to Solpen Jacob, mainly her appearance. Brilliant woman, level-headed, clever thinker, knows exactly when to take up an individual or a cause, exactly when to let him or to drop. So here, Cloud People, the lawyer is telling she's a very brilliant woman, clever-headed means very clever thinking woman, and she knows when to talk to a person, what to do with a person, and what kind of person he is. He knows everything very sharply. He's a very sharp woman, influential woman. I would not dare to upset her. So he said that I won't upset her. I will be having a very friendly relationship with this lady. No repose means she won't made anyone regret about anything. Good appearance too. She's having a very good personality too, but still she made that idiotic change. So here Latapai is having another twist. See, the story comes to another twist. A change. Quid Slatapai, what changed? So here the lawyer said that she had she made some change. So he's asking what change? You don't mean to say. If you don't mind to say, can you change? Of course. Then Slatapai, Cloud People said that of course you know only her just lately. So you know her only just a few weeks back. No, you had one small conversation. You had one small meeting with that. At that time, she used to have a very dark brown hair. Before, she used to have a very dark brown hair, which was very matching to her complexion, which went very well with her fair complexion. The one day recently. One day about 5 weeks ago, she electrified everybody. She just astonished, she just surprised, meaning electrified. Okay, as she just made surprised everybody by her brilliant look. She appearing a brilliant blonde. She changed her dark brown hair to a brilliant blonde kind of soothing hair. Quite ruined her looks. I don't think this look is suiting her. I think the dark brown hair is just suiting her. She just ruined her. She just destroyed her look. She having a very good personality. She just she just destroyed that look. Quite ruined her looks means just ruined her looks. Just destroyed her looks. Here comes the twist of the story. I say, what is the matter with you? So suddenly the Slatabai face was so worried, so astonished, so surprised. So Cloud People is asking, what is the matter? What happened to you suddenly, sir? You look rather as if you are ill and sad. What happened to you? You are not all right. What happened to your health? Here the story ends in a very abrupt mood. You don't know what happened to Slatabai afterwards. This was a misconception that has been made by the Slatabai in this story. He was not ready to believe the young a man called Bertie. The Bertie said that he was the son of Saul Penchaco, and Philip Slutherby thought that he was trying to cheat Slutherby, and he was trying to get money from Slutherby. In order to question him, in order to test him, he just made few questions, and the young man was just telling the truth. By the misconception that was in the mind of Slutherby, he was not ready to believe the Bertie. This was the misconception that was made by Slutherby. I hope you understood the story. You all read the story once. Thank you.